Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, bringing you the third set from SKT1 versus Wassling Oz, and this rematch of the Grand Finals of last year's Pro League. SKT1 took it to Wassling Oz last year, picking both games, not even needing a super ace match to take down Jaedong 3 times. And now they're doing it again so far. Hyuk, the great Hyuk, taking down Jaedong in set 1 again. That's 2 in a row for Hyuk over the Jaedong. And then Boxer, the Emperor himself, in a huge comeback coming up and taking down Wassling Oz Young Gun Killer on Tornado. So that gives SKT1 a 2-0 lead. We're heading over to match point where SKT1's going to have Bisu going against Perfectman. And let's just say, out of the blue, let's just say somehow Perfectman gets a win against Bisu. Perfectman, another one of the little young guns for Wassling Oz. Somehow, let's say he finds a way to beat Bisu. Good for Wassling Oz, right? They'll probably get to an ace match at the point. They only need one more win. Oh, wait. Then you've got to play against Fantasy. That's the beauty of SKT1. SKT1 recently has been doing this awesome thing where they put Bisu and Fantasy, I think in their last 3 matches or so, they put Bisu and Fantasy in the 3rd and 4th sets. Which means, if necessary, both players play. But if not, one of them gets a little bit of a break. Doesn't necessarily have to play as much. And that's a key. That's huge because it keeps them both just that much fresher throughout the year. Allows them to focus just a little bit more on some of the Star Leagues, even though Bisu already got knocked out of the OSL. Don't even want to talk about that. But still allows them to focus on some of their other endeavors, and that's a great thing that you get when you have this type of 1-2 punch with Bisu and Fantasy. So here we go. We're going to have Bisu in yellow, and I believe he is at the top right, and then we're going to have Perfectman in red at the bottom left. This is going to be a PvP on match point. Match point is one of those, the new maps. I don't know if I've seen a PvP on it. I've seen a few TVPs, and there's a couple interesting little things I saw. I remember Fantasy took down Free with a little bit of a bunker rush against a 12 next that Free went for, and really just took it to Free and took him down pretty quickly. But one of the things is at the natural expand. Well, never mind. This is a PvP. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This is a PvP. I don't need to talk about Terran strategy on this map at all. Although I had to say I don't really know what Protoss strategy is on this map, having not seen any PvPs on this map so far. I suspect because of the distances that Reavers are going to be the way to go over DTs, just because of the map distance of how long it takes to travel around by ground and how widespread the map is. I suspect that Reavers are probably the better plays, assuming that we get past standard goon play and get far enough that we're gonna see some of the later tech. I think that we're gonna see more Reavers early on than Dark Templars. That's just my guess, just looking from the map, and it looks like Perfectman's gonna go for a scout a little bit earlier than Bisu. Both players throwing down gateway, but Bisu refusing to scout, being like, I don't care, you want to cheese me, you want a 2-gate outside my base, it doesn't matter, I'll beat you with 1 gate, because I'm Bisu. That's what I do. And you're nothing. And now Bisu throwing out as a simulator, and then coming out with his probe, so he's gonna have a little bit later scout. Nah, I don't think it's really gonna matter. And Perfectman's a simulator for kind of 5 seconds late, maybe there. 5 seconds later than Bisu's. You oftentimes see it where it's just like 1 or 2 seconds differentiation, just because of maybe a split was just a ½ second long. So you'll sometimes see that. Not a big deal, but 5 seconds is a little bit more than I would have expected from 2 programmers going for what seems to me to be the same build. Manor Pylon by Perfectman, catching 3 probes, I believe. Yeah, successfully catching 3 probes. So that is a successful Manor Pylon, and that's going to delay some mining out of Bisu for a little while here, and Bisu does have his cybernetics core going down as well. So yeah, he's in a pretty good spot right here so far, and Bisu going to try and get into Perfectman's base, and I don't see Perfectman's cybernetics core unless, yeah, I don't see Perfectman going for a cybernetics core. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but I guess he wanted more zealots early. We see the first zealot there already for both players, so I guess Perfectman must have produced a second zealot. Or maybe he just really wanted that cybernetics core in an off spot, but that's kind of weird to me for him to be going for that cybernetics core a whole lot later than Bisu. Yeah, very odd. So Bisu's gonna have Dragoons out significantly earlier than Perfectman, and Bisu stationing his zealot where a Manor Pylon would go, not allowing Perfectman any opportunity to Manor Pylon him again. And I suspect Bisu might even have a Dragoon out before... Okay, Perfectman can now produce a Dragoon, and I think Bisu might be very, very, very close to having a Dragoon already out. And I think that's an attempted Banner Pylon by Perfectman, not really doing too much there at all. Yeah, the Dragoon is already out for Bisu, and that's going to usher away this probe. I think Perfectman's going to have to retreat, can't do any more harassment with it. And he's going to let that Pylon almost warp in and then cancel. There it is. And range is going up for Bisu and for Perfectman. Bisu, like I said, already has the 1 gate up. We haven't seen tech go down from either player, as only now has the probe's been ushered away. Actually, Bisu's probe's still kind of in the base, since only now has the Dragoon come up for Perfectman. So finally, Perfectman's going to be allowed to throw up his tech if he wishes. And Bisu, I'm interested to see what kind of tech he goes for. Is he going for some sort of proxy? That looks like it's a proxy something, a weird position something. Weird position gateways. That's just brilliant. Bisu's just brilliant. That's not even, like, that's still closer to his base than it is to Perfectman's. But it's still in a proxy position. It still saves him a whole lot of ground time, and it's hidden. There's really no reason for Perfectman to scout out that position. And if he sees that pylon, if he gets a scout into Bisu's base, sees the pylon, why in the world would he think that there's gateway down there? That would be like, that would just take absolute fantastic game sense, prescience by Perfectman to really even see this coming. That's just great. That's just, yeah, Bisu's just great at coming up with weird stuff like that, and I'm just finding little ways to produce things. And Perfectman actually wandering around the map. If he runs into this, I'm gonna be just wow. And Perfectman throwing up a Nexus now as well, and Perfectman with his probe, but is he gonna see those gateways? Is he gonna see how many? No, he's not gonna see them. He's gonna go head over to Bisu's base now, and he's not gonna be allowed to get much of a scout in, I don't think. And Bisu trying to harass with 1 Dragoon, not gonna have much success. Bisu does have a Dragoon at his door as well to try and fight off this harassment. And we see a robotics facility going up for, I believe that was Perfectman that we saw. Yeah, and there are a lot of Dragoons being produced for Bisu, but I wonder if he's going to try and hide them. Yeah, he's just going to use the 1 Dragoon, pretend like it's the Dragoon that came back, and I hope they show the first-person view for Perfectman, because I don't think he saw that. I don't think he saw the gateways. I want to see the first-person view from Perfectman to see whether or not he saw those, but I don't think he did. That is a robotics facility and a second and third gateways going up for Perfectman to support his new Nexus that should be coming up pretty soon here. But Bisu's going to have a Dragoon advantage for a while until those gateways come up and can really start producing, because Bisu right now is producing off of 3 gateways. So this is a modified, weird-looking 3-gate goon build from Bisu, and he's got a pretty significant military advantages right now, and I think he might be able to do a ton of damage to Perfectman right now. And I think Perfecman detects this, and he's backing off a little bit here. But he's got 5 Dragoons to Bisu's, I believe, 6 or 7. And if Bisu micros this correctly, he's going to take this down. Probe's coming off the line for Perfectman, but Perfecman only has 2 Dragoons left, 1 Dragoon left for Perfecman, and Perfecman's going to lose that Dragoon too. That Dragoon goes down. Just Probes left for Perfecman, and Perfecman, I believe, is going to go down. Perfecman is going to go down. 6 Dragoons for Bisu. It doesn't matter how many probes you have; that's going to be enough to just knock them down. And probes coming off the line, going to try and do as much damage as they can. But Bisu's got too many Dragoons. Still 5 Dragoons there. Still doing damage here. Still taking down probes now. I think he's taking down 3 or 4 probes now. Shield battery coming up as well. Still 5 Dragoons left. Bisu microing this as well as he can. 7 Dragoons now coming in, and almost as many Dragoons as probes. This is it. Perfecman can just GG. GG, folks. Where is it? I don't know what's taking him so long. He's not going for DTs or anything, so it's not like he has that hope. There it is. GG from Perfectman. SKT1 with the sweep over Hwasong Oz. Absolutely annihilating them last season in the Grand Finals. In the first half of the Grand Finals, that first set of matches, it was a 4-0 sweep by SKT1. The second game went all the way to an ace match where they depended upon Fantasy to take down Jaedong. But still, that's 2 out of the last 3 matches that SKT and Hwasong Oz, the 2 debatably best teams in the Pro League, SKT1 has swept them decisively in beautiful fashion too. It hasn't even looked close in either one. Yeah, Boxer really took it to Killer. Bisu really took it to Perfectman, and Hyuk versus Jaedong was pretty close for the most part. But yeah, Hyuk coming out on top again over Jaedong, and wow. SKT1 is just looking absolutely brilliant this year. I think they do have a loss or 2. I think they actually have a loss that was kind of unexpected, maybe like We Made or something weird like that. But still, if you're a betting man, don't bet against SKT1. Just don't do it. You're just more likely to get burned. Bisu and Fantasy are just too great, and Hyuk is looking too good these days. So yeah, we're gonna see Bisu, Boxer, and Hyuk take the win for SKT1 over Wassling Oz. I will see you all later.